This screencast is to show the fast feedback system that has been set up by Loughborough College as part of an LSIS project. And this screencast will focus on how we set the sheet up ready for recording the feedback for the learners. So you'll be given a web address and you'll click on the link and it will take you to a page that looks like this. It will force you to make a copy. So you click on this link here to say yes, make a copy. Now if you're not already logged in, at this point it will prompt you to log in, and you have to log in using your college Google account. When you come in, you'll then get this blue button appearing which says Load Fast Feedback System Menu. We need to click on that and it should come up with this box with a red border around it. Okay, we then click on OK and close. And that's basically just giving the system permission to do what it needs to do. What you should see is this menu item appearing called Fast Feedback System. If for any reason it doesn't show up, try clicking the button again, and if it still doesn't work, just close the document down and then just reopen it from your document list, and then try it a third time and it should then work. We can also rename it, so I'm going to call it the name of my subject. I'm going to call it origami, so that it makes more sense to me later on. Now, having created this sheet and brought up this menu system, what we need to do is go to the top item, which is Set Up Spreadsheet. Now what it's going to do is it brings up this white box here and it will list a series of courses. We need to choose the course that we want and then we list the unit that we want and click on Next. We can give the unit a title, the assessment a title. So you give it a meaningful title, and then we can select the criteria that you want. Now if you hold your finger on the control key if you're using a Mac, or the command key if you use control key if you're using a PC, or the command key if you're using a Mac, you can multiple select the criteria that you want for this assignment. So I click on Done, and it then comes up with a little box asking me, would I like to import a student list? Now usually we would choose yes, and it will come up with this box here, and then what we would do is we would type in the name of the tutor group in this little box here, and it would then pull in all of the students from that tutor group. I'm not going to do that in this case. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the second sheet in the tab, which is the feedback table. If I had chosen a group of students, it would have populated this table and it would have listed all the learner names in column D and their appropriate emails in column E. What I'm going to do is just add myself for the purposes of this demo. So, now if you had added a list of students from the tutor groups and you wanted to add a second tutor group, you can do so by going back to the menu and you can click on Import Student Names and you just enter a different tutor group and it will pull their names in, and then you can repeat the process if you want the third and the fourth group if necessary. If at any point you realise you need to rename the assignment, we can do that here, and that's really it for getting it set up. Now I've just created this with a single student, which is myself, but normally you'd have a longer list of students for your whole group. In the next screencast I'll show how we actually do the assessing.